Welcome back. Girlfriend gave me the video. Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. So one of my girlfriends gave me the idea of doing sort of like a Carrie Underwood inspired makeup from the Grammys that were just a few weeks ago. I mean, let's be honest, Carrie Underwood looks gorgeous 100% of the time. I don't think I've ever seen her not look beautiful, and I was really hoping that I would put all this makeup on and just look identical to Carrie Underwood. Ironically, my girlfriend that gave me the idea looks just like Carrie Underwood. I mean, when she does her makeup, she at least looks like she could be Carrie Underwood's sister. It's kind of crazy. And I so wish that I could have done this tutorial on her because you guys would have honestly taken a double take. But unfortunately, my girlfriend doesn't live here anymore. She lives back home in Kentucky. So I did it on myself, which is fine. So as always, let me know if you guys have any questions regarding this look, and let's get started. So I'm going to start off by using my L'Oreal Luminous, that Lumi Cushion Foundation that I blogged about last week. It is seriously the most luminous foundation I've ever tried, and I'm just going to apply it all over my skin. I know I'm looking like kind of deathly. I had the flu, and it put me out for at least a week and a half, so excuse the way I look right now. From there, I'm going to just fill in my brows just a little bit, just so I can see that look with my brows somewhat done, but I am going to come back to them because, you know, I have this weird OCD thing about that. Then I'm going to take my Becca Ombre palette, and I'm going to apply the lightest color that's in that palette. It's like a bone type color, and I'm just going to apply it all over the lids so that I have a nice even color on my lids. And then I'm going to take that second color that's in there, and I'm going to blend it upwards and outwards in sort of that windshield wiper motion all in my crease area, just to make sure it's all nicely blended. And then from there, I'm going to take the third and fourth color. I couldn't really make up my mind, but I'm going to apply it right above my crease just so that I can appear to have a bigger lid than what I do. And then obviously I will blend this out. This is just to apply. Like I said, I'm definitely going to blend this out. I am working that second color back in there just so that I can get it to like mesh together. You know what I mean? I mean, those were dark colors, so it's going to take some blending. And then once you're finished with that, I'm going to take this Makeup Forever Star Powder. These are so insanely beautiful. If you haven't tried them, make sure you go check them out. This one is in Pearl Gold, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And I'm just going to pack that all over my lid. But then also apply it on the inner corners of the eye, bringing it to the center of the eye on the lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take my Maybelline Gel Liner. You know, I used to be like the biggest fan of this product, and I still really love the consistency of it, but this is in Blackest Black, and to me, this really is not. I think this looks a little bit gray, so I'm having to do a few coats of this, but I am applying a cat eye. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply some lashes. If you look at Carrie's look, I mean, that is the one thing that really stands out to me are her big, thick lashes. I love lashes. Obviously, Carrie does too. We're twins that way. But I wasn't going to be just okay with one set of lashes. So I did add a second pair. And you know, when you add your second pair, you just want to make sure you put them right on top of the other pair. And, you know, you want to squeeze them together. Make sure that they're really stuck on there. While those lashes are drying, I'm then going to take my Maybelline Gel Liner, but in brown. Now, this one I love. I think it's a beautiful brown color. And I'm going to apply it to my waterline because Carrie looked like she had brown or black in her waterline. I couldn't really tell, but I just wanted to do brown because I typically do black. And then I'm also going to take it on my lower lash line, and I am going to smudge it out. So it's okay if you're a little bit messy, but I'm not going to take it all the way on my lower lash line. I'm just going to do about half. So like I said, I'm going to smudge this out, but I am going to smudge it out with those Becca colors again. I'm going to take that third and fourth color and just smudge it because I want it to be smoky looking on my lower lash line. But again, be careful. You don't want your inner corners to be smoky. Now with my favorite mascara ever, my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, I'm just going to blend all those lashes together because I got so many pairs on. Not really, I only have two. But I'm going to do that and then my lower bottom lashes. Now I'm going to finish up my face again. I need to apply some concealer because, like I said, I had the flu. I am looking all sorts of sick still. So I'm going to apply a hefty amount of my MAC Pro Longwear concealer and really blend that out and cover up those horrible circles that you have been probably noticing this entire video. And then once that's all on, I'm going to set it with my Makeup Forever Super Matte Powder in Translucent. So from here, I'm going to highlight. I am using my Becca highlighter in Moonstone. I am obsessed with highlighting. I go nuts with highlighting, so the more the merrier for me. And then I'm just going to highlight the bridge of my nose and my Cupid's bow. I'm then going to take my Essence Contour Powder. I think the shade is called Light to Medium, or it's light. It's one of those. I'm very pale, so it should be light. And I'm just going to contour with it. I do love this contour color for me. I think it's really good for my skin tone. The highlighter, it's okay. It's not my favorite. If you're going to compare it to Becca, there's probably no comparison. It is just, nothing compares to Becca. Becca is the bomb. But I am loving this contour, and I'm just going to warm up my entire face because, as you guys know, I hate being pale, so I am packing on that contour color. From here, I'm going to take my blush. It's by Nars, and it's called Orgasm, and I'm going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Typically, I'd like to do more of a peachy look on myself, but Carrie wanted to go pinky, so I chose Orgasm. Orgasm is honestly a beautiful color, so there's nothing wrong with it, but, you know, it's a little bit different for me. Sorry guys, I know I'm bouncing around, but I am going to take that highlighter in that Essence Contour Powder Kit thing that I have, and I'm going to apply it right underneath my brow bone. So since I'm back near my brow area, I might as well fix it and touch up those brows because they were going all different directions at one point. From here, I'm going to bounce to my lips. I'm going to fill in my lips with this Italia Deluxe pencil in Spice. Carrie's lips were a little bit peachy, so I figured a spice color would be good for a lip liner. Then I'm going to take this lipstick. It's by Ulta, and the color is called In the Buff, and it's more of a nudish color, but when you mix it with the spice, it then kind of turns peachy, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to apply it all over my lips. And we're done. Here is the final look. Okay, just kidding. I needed to fix two things because they were driving me nuts. First, I needed to touch up that liner because that liner was looking gray to me. Maybelline, what's going on? And then I also added a gloss because I realized that Carrie had a touch of gloss on her lips. So this was just like a nude gloss. It had no name to it. I am so sorry. I think it came from outer space, but it was a nude gloss. Alright you guys, that's it for me today. I hope you guys really like this type of video. Let me know if you guys have any questions regarding this look, and make sure you go show my channel some love, and make sure you are subscribed. I put out videos every single Wednesday, so I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye!